Hello everyone and welcome back to Deus Ex. This is episode 2. Last time we began our playthrough into a new world and really great start. We did the training, we got an introduction, we are at Liberty Island and we've sort of begun our first mission. So we've just freed Gunther. Gunther Herman has been freed. We've given him our weapon. And off he goes to go and take on the enemies in the lower levels. And we have things that we've got to do today. So the NSF are attacking directly from inside the statue. So we're still doing that at the moment. So we've got more for us to explore in this area. So we're still in that period of adjusting to how this game plays. And I'm really enjoying it. We'll just have to continue playing and see how we go. I have my F12 light here. I looked in the settings and it doesn't seem like I can actually put that on another button, which is a little bit frustrating because I would love to have it on like F or something. Just F for flashlight. I feel like it would be really cool. But, you know, what can you do? Now we have a lock that we can use a lockpick on, and we do have a lockpick, or we can smack it. But I feel like we should just use a lockpick here. And let me take a couple of things off of the... there we go. Take a couple of things off. All right, lockpick. Let's get this bad boy open. One lockpick it should take. There you go. It's unlocked. And we're going to proceed into Liberty Island. We've got some soy food.
This security setup is strictly amateur stuff. Keep an eye out for ways to bypass it. These old pre-millennial buildings are riddled with ventilation shafts and maintenance tunnels.
So... Oh, I see. Cool. So they were talking about the ventilation stuff last episode. So it's cool to see this in action here. We've discovered it just after. We've got another... You can only carry one. Oh. You're only allowed to carry one on your person. It doesn't allow you to duplicate it. Interesting. That's probably like a limitation of like the game engine because it's a one-time use item. So... I don't know. Interesting. I guess we'll have to try and use this on someone, and then we can come back for the other one. Data cube. Let's have a read here. So many people use that ATM each day, and it's busted 90% of the time. But if it's working, you might need some cash today for the pub crawl we've got planned in the city. Don't let the tourists get you down. See you there tonight, sweetie. The account number of 230023 and 4558. Jonathan, your husband-to-be. P.S. I was serious last night. I really want to get married in the statue. We met there on duty and all of our friends work there. Okay. See you there tonight, sweetie. 230023 4558. Where's the ATM machine? Okay, and that's just behind here. I see. Alright. Let's go and find ourselves an ATM machine. Look how pitiful that desk lamp lighting is. Like... absolutely pitiful. Okay. In we go. I guess we'll go through the other side. And one thing that I really appreciate about this game is... I believe... now that I'm playing this first episode, it fits more into that immersive sim. Like, I think that's what the genre is called, an immersive simulation genre, and it definitely does that vibe really well. It's so cool. All right, so this is how you can get in there. Yes, the immersive simulation is definitely felt in this game. It's very cool. Now, we haven't been up this way. hear footsteps, but I do not know where from. Somewhere on the outside. We haven't been this way, and I think this is the front door, the front entrance, and the person that we got the information from, he said not to harm... Oh god, look at that. Lighting coming, actually working now. There it is. He said not to harm the commander because he's like his guy. He's his informant. So we already turned this stuff off. It's cool that you can bypass the turret with some multi-tools. We're gonna go up here. Aha, I see an NSF agent. We've got the tranquilizer darts ready to go. Now, I think with the tranquilizer dart, because I got confused last episode, because sometimes I was shooting them in the head and they were going down immediately, and that's because I was using the lethal darts. But the tranquilizer dart, I think even if you hit them in the head, it does take some time. Looking at what I can see here, the base damage, like the stats don't look to change when you pick different darts. Like the base damage looks to still be the same. But if we wanna go for a shot to the head and actually be efficient with it, I think you want to be using the lethal darts. Or we're able to use the charger. Alright, I'm in the dark. In the shadows, here we go.
I think we've got an intruder.
I think you're dead. Okay, so even sitting in the shadows like this, they still do have some pretty good eyesight. Hey, we got a pistol. Okay, we're on the outside now. Now, I feel like you can go for the stealth approach of not shooting and killing everyone you see. Obviously, you can get good equipment by taking people out, but you can just straight up bypass them too. And the thing is, like, these maps are great because it seems like there's a lot to find, like tucked away things. Like we just found this hidden ATM thing that now I'm like, I want to find the ATM machine, obviously, because I want to get credits because you can buy things. Oh, shit. Because there was like that woman that was like, you want to buy some ammo? And I can only assume that there's going to be more opportunities to buy cool things. So I don't know where the ATM machine is located specifically. We'll have to find it, whether it's on the base level inside here or in this section. Oh, that's where the head is. So that's where that meeting was in the intro. I'm curious about our fall damage chances here. This is what I go, how does fall damage work? How tall is this? Oh! Okay, yep. Fall damage indeed. Do an air assassination, we'll go Dishonored style.
I think we've got an intruder.
Pretty consistent timing of that is quite funny. Alright, you're gonna break my fall, so are you ready? Oh, my leg. Okay. That's okay, because I do have a med equipment, so we're going to use this. Now, I think if I bring this up, I can actually choose to heal specific things. There you go. So I'm going to use these, and I'm going to heal specifically those parts of my body. Okay. Good stuff. Is it easier to just go and take the stairs? Yes, but like, is that significantly less cooler? Also, yes. Now, I don't know how good this dude's eyesight is, but he's turned around, so I could just like blow up the TNT. I'm gonna go for a charger crowbar combo. I Again, I don't know how loud my footsteps are in stealth, because I've been able to get a pretty decent approach on people. There you go. Got him. Some ammo. I wanted to take a look at this.
A shame, isn't it? The French terrorist group Silhouette claims that France was wrong to give the U.S. the statue. We think they planned the bombing.
Wow. The French were like, "You've disrespected our statue. We blew it up." I can't. Maybe if I get on the TNT. Ready? Watch this. Pick this up. Please don't blow up. I did say please don't blow up. It didn't listen. So there was that element of me that was like, look, it might not blow up just by throwing it. Good confirmation that it does, however, because what that means is we can actually pick it up in stealth and throw it at enemies. I honestly was like, it could not blow up. This is a trial and error. And this is the fun part of like starting your game and figuring out the rules and how things work. Like, how is enemy detection? How does that actually work? How close can you get to an enemy? Like trying to, figure out the system is very good. So, by the way, that's what that means. Throwing your fucking TNT. What's this dude? See, this is the other thing, is testing enemies' line of sight, right? Like, how they actually can see you. Are they able to see you out of the corner of their eye? Do they have more of a straightforward... Do they all have tunnel vision, like me? Who knows? There you go, we took the stairs this time. Significantly less cool. Oh, he's gonna turn around. Hang on, he's gonna face this direction. Circle around. We'll just go the long way. Here we go. Go around him. He's walking back. Ready to go for the old bonk on the head. So this is the thing, right? This is the test of, like, how far can I walk up without being crouched,
Huh?
How did that... What? Oh! My eyesight. Okay. That's my answer. I got my answer. Am I poisoned? I think so. Alright. I got my answer. Probably like a meter and a half away from an enemy before they go, huh? So that's good to know. So I don't have to, like, crouch approach from here. I can do this. Then I can do this.
A shame, isn't it? The French terrorist group Silhouette claims that France was wrong to give the U.S. the statue. We think they planned the bombing.
And then I can throw that, destroy my own leg in the meantime. Okay. So that was silly. But it works. You can throw the TNT. I don't know how far I can throw it without taking damage myself. Like, I could pick it up, throw it from above, He is now dust and echoes, as you can see here. So you do lose the opportunity to loot a body when you do something like that. I can't even jump up on this. So I'm thinking the ATM could be down on the floor down there. It could be up here in the actual statue. Why would it be up in the statue itself? No idea. Doesn't look like there's a way... Oh, here we go. Oh, nice. So there's actually a way up from this side, and by that, a way down, way up as well, because with the boxes. Okay. We've got a little bunker-looking garage thing here. Okay, so I got ladders to be able to climb up here. That's nice. So we do have a way back up. God, that's so funny. Oh no! I slipped and I fell. Okay. Oh, I've alerted the enemies to my presence with my flashlight. I'm now being hunted.
Keep looking.
Look at them all. Oh god. Lure him to the security bot quickly. Look, I'm gonna enlist the help of my security bot. Come on, buddy, get him. Come on, buddy, get him. Get him, buddy. Get him. Get him, buddy. Come on, buddy. Get him. Yeah. Yeah. You idiots. Haha, take that. No tactical smarts about you. There you go. Alright, I accidentally shined my flashlight on some enemies, or was it accidental? Perhaps that was always the intention, to lure them to my security bot, because I have extremely acute senses of my environment. I will not let you be the judge, because I definitely meant to lure them to the security bot. Okay, guys? It's all part of the plan. Now, it looks like we can go down underground, and that might be our objective, going down in there. Or it could be an alternate means to infiltrate. Who knows? But I think that's the lower level that Gunther is supposed to be clearing out for us. So what we're going to do now is we are going to save here. And we're going to infiltrate this top section. There will probably, undoubtedly, be things that we miss in this game, right? Like, you have the option to take so many different paths to your goals that it seems like a no-brainer that eventually you will, you know, miss an opportunity to get something, or you'll take an alternate path. And, like, as much as I will try my best to find everything and experience things, that is definitely... That is definitely a thing that, you know, I won't be able to get everything. Now, I was unfortunately not fast enough to disable that mine, and I did think it was a mine. So it's a little bit unfortunate that... a little bit unfortunate, because I remember the training was like, remember, we won't be as, like, we're not as lenient. Like, it will be more harsh out in the field. And they were right. I got blown up by like a little tear gas LAM. So I should be a little more cautious of that. Okay, so I really got to approach this with a lot of precision, and then... Is it easier if I approach without being crouched and just run up to it and just go... There we go. Okay. Whew. And there's a gas grenade. We got it. There you go. Right, just run up to it and just go... Oh, God. It's so just like such a small reticle that I panic going up to it, you know? I'm like, ah! Tiny little reticle. And... Fuck. You get a lot of tranquilizer darts. It's kind of funny getting a tranquilizer dart from the enemy after you've killed them. Okay. We can go up and down from this section. Let's check out down. Oh, I'm here. Cool. Alright. So this is where we went up before. And, yep, we went up there. Cool. I know where this is. We've done this. So we'll now go up.
Gunther has reestablished contact. He says you helped him escape. Good work.
Yep. Cool. I guess he finished clearing out the lower levels, right? Is there an ATM in here? ATM in the statue?
Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him.
150 skill points awarded. Progress bonus. Now, I believe that this guy that's going to surrender, this might be the guy that our contact was referring to as like the dude not to take out. Like if we pull a gun on him type deal. I don't know about these two. What we could do though is we should be able to do a little gas grenade action. Go for the pepper gun, blind him. So let's try that. Go for the gas grenade. And we just yeet it, and then...
Uh-oh. That's him. He's
get gassed. Does that take him out? Or not? It just kind of like stuns him for a bit. Okay, it looks like it's just like... Looks like it's just stunning him. I'm gonna switch to trank darts. I'm gonna switch to trank darts for the commander because if he doesn't surrender, I can at least knock him out, right? I guess I gotta wait for this gas to dissipate because it's also gonna take me out. But that was nice. That was a way that I was able to deal with both of them together, I suppose. Another one of those. Yeah, I guess I should just really use those, huh? And I guess what's cool is this is one of those scenarios where it's like you don't have to use every item or pick up every item that you find. Area condemned.
Easy. We want you to take this one alive and conscious. Find out what you can about the shipment, then turn him over to one of the troopers.
Okay. Now the bum said he should surrender if we just pull a gun on him. I'm gonna save just in case. 750 skill points. So if I go... Can I upgrade from... Yeah, we can just upgrade from this menu. Cool. So we've got 375 points. So I could train myself in better medicine. It's more damage. Or I can train myself with lockpicking. Train myself with some better stuff like... So if I train myself, I got better accuracy and damage, rate of attack for my melee weapons. And we are using melee quite a bit. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna upgrade to my melee. And leave it at that for now. Alright. Ooh, here we go. Freeze!
Don't shoot. I surrender.
Oh, he really
So
did.
You think you know better than FEMA what to do with this month's Ambrosia shipment?
You're too late. It's on its way back to the people, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
What I really like about this, right, is from the introduction of the game, we have the Bob Page, evil red-eye scientist man. Let the rabble fight, you know? And he's like, let them suffer. And we work for that establishment. We're the bad guys, you know? Meanwhile, this dude's like, no, the people deserve their vaccine. This is a very interesting moral dilemma, you know? We're enforcing this command that we have, but it's not necessarily the morally right decision that we're doing here. Except send you back to the people in a body bag.
Tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse.
Ask away. We already won this round.
Where are you taking it?
We're just giving ordinary people the same chance to survive as the bureaucrats in Washington.
You'll have to unload in New York because the choppers would spot you at sea.
I think the government made the plague on purpose to get rid of the population growth.
Well done. I will pass on your orders to the troopers. Report back to base on the west side of the island. Mission complete.
Okay, so this is mission complete. There you go.
The chief finally let us loose. We were right behind you and cut through them like a hot knife through butter.
Hot knife through butter. An augmentation canister. So let's have a look at this. An augmentation canister teams with nanoscale mechanocarbon. It's just like new sci-fi words. Nanoscale mechanocarbon ROM modules suspended in a carrier serum when injected into a compatible host subject. These modules augment an individual with extra sapient abilities. However, proper programming of augmentations must be conducted by a medical robot, otherwise terminal damage may occur. For more information, please see Face of the New Man by Kelly Chance. Can add microfibril muscle and combat strength. Can only be installed with the help of a medbot. So we're going to find a medbot and we can get an upgrade. Now, I'd like to talk to this man some more.
Just answer the question.
Don't believe me? It's all in the numbers. For 100 years, there's been a conspiracy of plutocrats against ordinary people.
Do you have a single fact to back that up?
Number one, in 1945, corporations paid 50% federal taxes. Now they pay about 5%. Number two, in 1900, 90% of Americans were self-employed. Now it's about 2%.
So?
It's called consolidation. Strengthen governments and corporations, weaken individuals. With taxes, this can be done imperceptibly over time.
He's onto something here.
I guarantee you that the interrogation staff at UNACO will not be as forbearing as I am.
Yeah, the secret police. You're just bullies for a completely illegitimate government in Washington.
We will locate that shipment one way or another.
The entire executive branch is handpicked. 19 of the last 23 U.S. presidents have been members of the Trilateral Commission. The Trilateral Commission is financed by the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. Don't tell me.
That's a think tank. Anyone can become a member.
But not everyone does. That's why they call it the secret government. You can't fight ideas with bullets. Did you ever ask what it's for? The surveillance, the police, the shoot-on-sight laws. Is that freedom?
Awkward clearing of the throat.
UNATCO teaches teenagers to fight when it still seems like a game. And look at you. You're a killing machine. Who's the scary one, huh? Me or you?
I'm really gonna like this game.
The more of us you kill, the more that secessionism lives in the hearts of the people. Ever wonder why big car companies pay 2% tax while the guys on the assembly line pay 40%? Corporations are so big you don't even know who you're working for. That's terror. Terror built into the system. UNATCO teaches teenagers to fight when it still seems like a game.
I'll take it from here.
And look at you. You're a killing machine.
You reckon any of these words are going to resonate subconsciously within JC Denton? Ooh. I wonder, are we going to have a plot line that's us sort of rebelling against the system that we're employed in, or are we going to do things a different way? It makes me retroactively feel bad about killing the NSF when you're thinking about the morality and the angle that we're the baddies. Very compelling, which is very cool. We need to find this ATM machine, however, before we head out to finish this mission. It's crucial that I find this ATM machine, and then I think from here we should be able to go. So I think the rest of the NSF might have been cleared out and dealt with, because UNATCO man said they were able to just cut through them like hot butter. So whether or not I actually dealt with them or not, they were always going to get dealt with, it seems. Because yeah, look, they're all gone now. So you can stealth through and not kill any yourself, but it will still result in the death of them by UNATCO. So we're going to jump down this way, and I reckon we can find the ATM machine potentially in the lower levels or somewhere else, but we'll take a look. But yeah, I obviously assume that the decision to spare or waste the leader is one of these like big moral choices that you have control over. Yeah, so if we go down, we can now go down here. Oh, there's a hazmat suit. Okay, so we can now have a hazmat suit. Brother. Okay, that's it again, the same thing. Let's take a look at this. So we can bypass this with a basic tool. So let's open up our inventory. We're carrying a lot of stuff. Let's just get these out of here. Let's multi-tool. Bypass that. Yeah, so you get additional skill points for finding things as well. I got a bioelectric cell, which provides efficient storage of energy in a form that can be utilized by a number of different devices. Augmented agents have been equipped with an interface that allows them to transparently absorb energy from bioelectric cells. So you get 25 energy units back. So cool. When I've used my flashlight for too long, I can recharge myself on the fly. That's very cool. A weapon modification for a clip. Cool upgrades here. So this is not the lower levels at all. This is just cool bonus stuff. Alright, an extended magazine that increases clip capacity beyond the factory default. So we can do that for our pistol. And a laser targeting dot eliminates any inaccuracy resulting from the inability to visually gauge a projectile's point of impact. So we can also put that on here. And we've already upgraded this with something. And we can do that later on. I'm assuming we keep all of our items as we move into the next level. The only problem is, right, is like, I don't know if we'd like need to hold on to this stuff, because like, can we eat this? Can we use it? Soy food activated. Yes, I healed points. Okay, so I can actually use it. I'm assuming that the soda and stuff like that was like distraction stuff. Nope, you can actually drink that too, and you heal 2 points. This is great. This is our post-mission reward, guys. And then we'll I'm assuming you would lose health if you smoked, right? I have to test it. Would we lose health for cigarettes and alcohol? Okay, no, we just cough and then. Okay. Oh, you have your body is affected. You get blurred vision. Having a sip. That's fun. Okay. You don't lose health if you consume cigarettes, but there you go. So we don't need those. we'll get rid of those. Very interesting. Good to know that you can have some sort of passive health regeneration by picking up soda and sweets and all that kind of stuff. The bodies that have been dealt with by UNATCO are not able to be looted. There's no stuff on them. You can only loot bodies that you've actually dealt with yourself. We're going to try and find this ATM, wherever that may be, and then I guess we can finish our level.
They sent us in to pick up the pieces. We've already searched the bodies and delivered the enemy munitions to the Quartermaster.
There you go. So they actually explain where all the lootable stuff has gone.
Don't worry about the bodies. We'll handle the
They
cleanup.
took it all and gave it to the Quartermaster. Is this my ATM? This is my ATM. And my water fountain. Yes. The very slow healing 1 point every time you drink. Incredible. Alright. Okay. Oh, you can hack it as well. Okay, so 230023, and then it was 4558. Unauthorized access we met with excessive force. Alright, hang on. I'm pretty sure it's 230023 and 4558. That's my guess, but I'm gonna just double check, just to avoid lethal force. I got it right. I did get it right. And 4558. Please enter the amount of credits you wish to withdraw. 200, please. Alright, I got money. Awesome. But what happens if we also hack as well? This is cool. Initializing icebreaker. Can I get more money from the ATM by just hacking it in general? I assume one... Whoa. Oh, it was successful, but no money. Ah, so we hacked into the same account. So it looks like it might be like every time you find an ATM, there's only one account linked to it. And it's like a little bonus way to get some money in the game. So there you go. There's a section on this area that we haven't actually checked out yet, which is... Oh, this is cool. We have his information. Hold on. The UNATCO HQ. We actually haven't gone over here yet. So this is the great part about this level. It's a very small map, very small location with some verticality to it, so there's a lot to check out. So while we've completed our primary mission, we also get to do some other things, and we will do so. So, Terrorist Commander, Leo Gold, Colonel Special Operations, suspected residence in Hell's Kitchen. He's in frequent contact with Jojo Fine, Juan Ivanovich Lebedev, and other sympathizers. Okay, there he is. So we're going to head to UNATCO HQ. Can we go and get all of the munitions that were delivered to the Quartermaster? Something that I love about this game is a lot of dialogue to be gotten from characters, and the named characters, you can talk to them optionally for more context about things, which I really appreciate.
Someone should have put a slug in the commander's head.
And everyone get... Oh, hang on, there's our brother. Oh, this is... I think this is where we're supposed to go to leave. So this will actually be the end of the mission. So one thing that I do want to explore then is if we walk in here and the mission just ends and I don't get to explore, I want to reload before we talk to the commander to check this area out, if that's okay with you guys. Cool chopper.
Heard you clean the place out.
They crossed the line by going into the statue.
That's exactly right. We're already gearing up to hunt these sons of bitches door to door in Manhattan. Need some hardware? Scored an extra scope from a couple of thugs we dropped down by the dock. Can have it for 700 credits. Also picked up 10mm ammo and some crossbow darts. Say 200 for one and 60 for the other.
Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the Quartermaster?
Carter? He don't care. NSF goods are the spoils of war. We're risking our lives out here.
Very interesting. So there's characters that you can talk to that will offer to barter. So you can get like a scope. I'm assuming we would be able to put the scope on the crossbow, but if we do the laser sight, that might just be better in general. I'll pass. I'll check back with you later.
I'll check back with you later.
So, Tech Sergeant Kaplan. I'm going to avoid my brother just for a sec. I have a feeling that will trigger the end, because the goal is report to headquarters on the west side of the island for a debriefing. Just wish to have a look around first. because I don't exactly know how levels end in this game.
Way to go, sir.
Way to go, sir.
Gunther should have followed orders.
Huh. Ooh. What is this? And where is this? Okay, I can bypass this stuff. Oh, okay. So I can lockpick this, and I can multi-tool this. Infinite lock and door strength. Alright, so security keypad. We use our multi-tool. Granted. Because we did not have the code. Exploration bonus. Okay. Tranquilizer darts. Security computer terminal. Welcome to UNATCO. So I can hack into this. It should just be the... Would this just be the same? Which is... NSF 001. But this is UNATCO. And then smash the state. Access denied. Alright. We're hacking in. I'm initializing the icebreaker. Yeah, because this is a different type of terminal. Ooh, look. Okay. Does this mean we're going to run out of time? Like, we can only look at it for a certain amount of time? Wait, turn off the cameras, just in case. Oh, warning, intruder detected. Oh, there you go. Bioelectric energy reserves depleted. Oh. I see. Okay, I understand. So... Terminal was locked out for 96 more seconds. Okay, goddamn. So there was doors to... There we go, I unlocked this door. So there's stuff that you can interact with. I now understand how that works. So that's actually our timer of how long we can be in the terminal before we're discovered. Cool to see that there's like doors and stuff that you can open to save you some time. More skill points for our combat exploration. And we got an EMP grenade. Very cool. I also don't know, is there potential for us to sell the extra items that we pick up that we don't use for credits as well, maybe, you know? Like if there's someone who will also want to buy our stuff. Maybe. So you get locked out of a terminal, but I guess if we had better stats...
I can't wait to get to New York.
We would have had more time in the computer and also more time, less time before we get locked out, right? I'm gonna sneak past my brother. Maybe talking to him is optional. It might not end the mission. It might not end the mission. Let's find out.
We've got the island secured. How did things look in the statue? The leader surrendered. So they were after Ambrosia. A month's supply for the East Coast. We think they've taken it back to the city. I didn't know UNATCO handled the Ambrosia distribution. Manderley will brief us shortly. UNATCO makes sure the limited supply of vaccine gets to government agencies and key industries. It's good to finally see some action. Yeah, well, pace yourself. You killed a lot of people tonight. I'll handle things out here. You better get to Manderley's office on level 2 and report for duty.
Okay, so going to level 2 will end the thing. Primary goal completed.
Get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office. Get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office.
It's fresh in here. Another newspaper. Which means another opportunity for me to do some reading. Meade bucks Congress, APR, Washington, D.C. Defying Congress for the third time this year, President Meade unilaterally paid the United States late dues to the United Nations. Like good tenants, we must pay our rent on time, he told reporters. Leaders of both parties criticized the move. Where does he get the cash? Asked Senator Ryden in Illinois, clearly from some budget item yet to be approved by this Congress. The Republicans were no kinder. This council member has been betrayed, and so has America, said Senator Osno Liverpool in California. The Congress came together to approve a UNATCO presence on US soil, but we did not write a blank check. No, sir. A superpower does not pay rent. I like being able to get like an idea of what's going on by reading the newspapers. Super shiny floors.
Way to go, sir. I thought Gunther was a goner.
President Philip Meade, there he is.
It's my first day, too. I'm pretty excited.
Private Lloyd.
I was in your class at the academy. You probably don't remember.
Oh, okay. We go way back.
Manderley's office is on level 2. He's expecting you. I've got to watch the doors.
Can I use the computer? Do you mind? Shannon, ammunition is disappearing again, so we're changing the door code for the comm van near the helipad. New code 0451. Oh, well, I just hacked into it.
Manderley's office is on level 2. He's expecting you.
Hey man, what's the login to your computer, bro? Tell me.
I've got to watch the doors.
Tell me, guy. Tell me. Alright, ready?
I don't understand. What are you doing?
I'm hacking in. And then I'm going to watch my actual timer this time of how much time I have. Initializing icebreaker. And let's hack in. What can we get here? No email today. Current account, K. Lloyd. Change account. Oh god. Can I... And then I'll quickly log out. Can I refer to that in my stuff? I want to read that, but like I can't because you have to like.
You think that's funny?
And the icebreaker charges back up. Indeed. I want to be able to.
Hey, what the hell?
Hey, what the hell? How can I get your information, Private Lloyd? Can I like pickpocket you for your account information?
Manderley's office is on level 2. He's expecting you.
Because you just want to be able to like log in safely. You surely must be able to get that information without having to...
Situation normal, sir.
You know, hack in like that. I can hack back into this bad boy and try again with the icebreaker. Just remembering what's actually going on this time. Okay, so... There's no doors, all the cameras are off, so there's actually nothing going on here now. Just wanted to see if there was any other doors to unlock. So we actually did all we could there.
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
UNATCO HQ, United Nations Anti-Terrorist Coalition. So potentially you'd be able to hack into that for a little bit longer or something while UNATCO is compromised. With the NCF.
Come on in. The retinal scanner can read blood vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
Nice that it thinks about that. Very good. Read through my sunglasses. Music is very cool. Agent Denton.
Fighting topside.
Yes, God, it was crazy. Okay, so I guess these dudes were just chilling in this bunker and it was just locked while the NSF were upstairs doing what they were doing.
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you. Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password.
Ah, and I can use this to access the computers.
We finally got to cap some rebels, eh, Denton? Bet the NSF won't try that trick again.
Oh, so 3 lockpicks to get in here, huh? We only have 2.
Good work up there.
Sergeant Michael Berry.
Bet the NSF won't try that trick again.
Everything is locked. Why does everybody lock all their doors? Oh. Is this Janice Reed in here? I think so. Joseph Manderley. There's a book.
Your partner for the next assignment, Anna Navarra, is in the adjoining break room to the east. Maybe you should introduce yourself.
Anna Navarra. Goal received. Okay. UNATCO in the world. For far too long, terrorists have exploited international tensions and regional legislative variations to elude authorities. A significant step was made towards eliminating these legal loopholes when US President Philip Riley Meade lobbied the Congress to make the US UNATCO member nation. Enough is enough, he declared in his landmark State of the Union address, and the citizens of the United States responded with enthusiastic endorsement of his position. Not only did the United States become a charter member of UNATCO, but UNATCO headquarters are now located on Liberty Island in the shadow of that shattered monument to freedom. UNATCO does not only deal with terrorist threats, but also any transgressions of the international legal code, including drug trafficking, software piracy, and money laundering. With the full support of the United States, UNATCO was for the first time able to truly declare itself the world's policeman. 2 picks to get some darts. Or I can do this. Let me in. Map of Liberty Island. You can definitely read that. Look at those beautiful textures.
JC. Mind if I call you JC?
No. Okay, level 2.
You found your office. Did Janice give you your login? I guess not. Let's see. JCD, password, Bionic Man.
Bionic Man. The cardboard box. Alright, hang on. I should get my login from you. We'll talk to her now.
Good work out there, Mr. Denton. Mr. Manderley said you handled yourself nicely. Welcome to UNATCO HQ. Our little family keeps getting bigger.
Is Mr. Manderley available?
Yes, go right in. By the way, your computer account is ready. Log in JCD, password Bionic Man.
Alex already told me. Thanks.
Dialogue that changes situationally based on what you've already done is really nice, because she gives it to me and our character is like,
waiting, JC.
Already been told, so it's okay. Which I think is so awesome. Closet key code added to nano keyring. Okay.
He's waiting, JC. What's the idea, JC?
What's the idea, JC? They don't like us using our the personal terminals. I want to get
waiting, JC.
I want to get that information. So I guess that means we really should be focusing on the skill, because an increase in detection countdowns and a moderate decrease in lockout times. Can I refund? Let me downgrade one of my trained points. Right. It's going to be satisfying for us to save up.
JC.
Alright, let's go to our office. Oh god, okay. Here we go. We've got some books here. Welcome to UNATCO. The UN has 9 levels of security above top secret. This manual and all material that is not otherwise marked is classified as Angel/OA. If you are not Angel/0A or above, report immediately to your supervisor or face disciplinary action. Other classifications will be explained upon reaching a higher clearance. In its efforts to combat terrorism, the UN has created UNATCO for the swift deployment of a coordinated force to counteract any insurgent operations. You are justifiably proud to be a part of this organization. Your physical capabilities place you within the upper 1% of national ground combat units, while your mental capabilities have been honed to sharpness by the UNATCO Academy. But as part of this larger organization, you also understand the necessity to heed orders from your superiors without hesitation. Your superiors are typically briefed on matters for which you may not be cleared, and hesitation on the part of an agent can result in the serious impairment of mission objectives and attendant casualties. UNATCO has faith in you, and this faith will be rewarded in due time as your operational capacities are increased. Brave the darkness, for you carry the torch of freedom. UNATCO and the public. In carrying out their duties, UNATCO agents often come in contact with the public. You are a peacekeeper, and your first objective is to safeguard human life. Though terrorists may see an advantage in harming civilians, UNATCO agents do not. Issue a warning before firing at a suspect and always instruct bystanders to get down on the ground. Refrain from firing into large crowds. Every civilian hurt is collateral damage. However, keep in mind that no civilian with a clearance below Angel 0A should be trusted and may be a potential spy. Anyone can be a spy, and secrecy is our ally. Remember, we're all in this together. Okay. I have a cardboard box here with another cardboard box. What's in the cardboard box? Who knows? Yeah! Nothing. What's in this one? Nothing. Lies. Okay. So our login, if we take a look here, is JCD Bionic Man. I'm in. Okay, so we get to see some stuff. So, Med Directorate. Got some stuff here. Which one is first? Let's just go with greetings and nanotech briefings. J. Reyes. Hey, Apocalypse. Guess I'll have to get used to calling you JC around the office. Not sure where they came up with that, but at least they gave you the same last code name as your brother. Anyways, whatever they're calling you, it's good to see a familiar name on the roster. My first job here has been to read up on your augmentations. I'm beginning to see why you found classes so easy. Every neuron in your head has been augmented. For example, the voice in your head, from an operator, someone here at HQ, able to handle the scanning equipment in your skull and broadcast advice over your infolink, leaps fully formed right into your temporal lobe, bypassing the eardrum and its sensory neurons. And it's perfectly inaudible to everyone around you, of course, not to mention that the nanites clinging to your axons can both receive and transmit symbolic information, so if you ever need help, don't sweat it. Someone at HQ probably already knows. Come by if you want to hear more. This is great stuff, Jamie. That's cool. Nano augmentation, and you sent to Gunther and Anna as well. I was asked by the regional medical coordinator to forward this information to all of you. I do so without further comment. By now, you've heard about this upcoming transition to nano augmentation. It's coming, but not as soon as you think. UNATCO has only one nano-augmented agent, with a second just now graduating from the academy. It will be years before the program leaves the laboratory. Your medical augmentations are not obsolete. Some agents express concern that they will be walking junk in 10 years. One agent expressed their fears in an anonymous email saying, "Will be sold at flea markets, old grey golems for scaring the children." So what about my legs? What about my life? Keep some perspective. Prosthetics remain the only proven technology for enhancing human abilities, and those who make the sacrifice are appreciated, commended, and saluted as heroes. And Med Directorate, nano-augmentation stresses. Nano-augmented agents will often encounter stress created by resentment among fellow agents, particularly those who have been mechanically augmented. In an effort to secure freedom and liberty for those under their protection, many UNATCO agents have chosen to sacrifice social acceptance for mission performance by surgically replacing limbs and organs with mechanically or electronically enhanced equivalents. But your nano-augmentations point the way to the future. Thousands of microscopic living organic machines that exist in symbiosis with your body. Because such augmentations create only minimal disfigurement, they are likely to be a source of friction between you and other mechanically augmented agents. But it is important to understand that UNATCO is an organization where individuals must act in concert. Each is important to the whole, and mutual understanding is essential to teams comprised of diverse human and augmented agents. If you have any further questions or wish to discuss these issues, please feel free to send email to Carver Eschel's UNATCO to make an appointment. And welcome to UNATCO, agent. So Carver is the Quartermaster. Very cool. This is the break room. Aha! Oh, and Gunther's in here too. I love how much there is to just walk around and find, right? Can we watch the news? No, it's just like a blah, 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 blah. Okay. And a pinball machine. Can I play it? It makes sound effects.
Are you sure you pressed the right button?
I do not make mistakes of that kind.
Your hand might have slipped.
No, I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime.
The machine would not make a mistake.
It's the maintenance man. He knows I like orange.
So you think the staff has some kind of plot?
Yes, they do that on purpose.
My new partner, J.C. Denton. Don't tell me you're going to wear those sunglasses during a night operation.
My vision is augmented.
At least it is a way that we know when it's not foul.
Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. Also, excuse me, I've got to be briefed by Mr. Manderley.
I do not expect you to perform as well as Agent Herman, but the mission will require us to do more than frighten the NSF with our baggy coats that make us look bigger than we really are.
I am prepared to perform my duties.
He will not be the equivalent of his brother. I have seen that he knows the procedure of a good offensive.
Let us hope you are right.
I won't let you down, Agent.
What's the deal with our brother? Very cool, though. I wonder what happens if we don't free Gunther, right? How that conversation will go down. Public computer terminal and a public banking terminal, so we can also do some banking here. And we've got a newspaper. Very cool.
Forget how Agent Navarra is not friendly. She has every life to give for her partner. You should get moving.
The designs on these characters are so cool.
I will not forget a favor. Always have trust for me.
I would love to see modern renders of these characters, because they would just look so cool, the amount of details here. Oh, cool. So, public access terminal, we get to see a bunch of stuff. This game has things to read, which I enjoy. I enjoy so much, because I know that reading in video games, sometimes it is like sandpaper to people's brains, and there's plenty of things out in this world that is sandpaper to my brain, but reading and getting to know a world through additional and optional world building in ways that are very immersive to me, I appreciate it so much, because there's a lot of work that goes into creating a world, and it's really hard to communicate all of that to the player in a way that feels natural, and to avoid having a bunch of like exposition cutscenes, which is when a character just is basically looking right to the camera and saying the thing and explaining where this comes from. You know, they're able to put it in the game in a way that makes sense. You read the newspapers, you can access information terminals, and like having codex entries in big RPGs, like just a major fan of it. And I love being able to read and understand the world that I'm playing in. It's so good. So, terrorism, crime, or conscience? The question must be asked, is the global rise of terrorism a haphazard response to a decimated economy, or is there a pattern? Does UNATCO face coordinated ideological opposition? Some groups, Silhouette in France for instance, have declared a meme war, or a war of meanings in their terminology. Oh, yes. We're back to Metal Gear Solid. I love the use of the word meme in that literal sense of where the word comes from, because it's great, because I can't get outside of my meme brain. A war of memes. In the future, there will be a meme war of shitposting proportions, or a war of meanings in their terminology. They spread email and pamphlets that lampoon the UN's proposal for a one-world democracy, a tedious exercise in rudimentary propaganda. With sophistries and doublespeak, they portray freedom as obedience, democracy as tyranny, and UNATCO as the perpetrator of terrorism, an idea as shocking as it is reprehensible. Other organizations, such as the self-proclaimed Revolutionary National Secessionist Forces, the NSF in the US, claim allegiance to the meme war, but are in fact no better than common criminals. They desire territory and wealth at the expense of society at large. Their civil war is merely a smokescreen for criminal activity. Any population can be quickly turned against such revolutionaries simply by educating them about the UN's policies and goals. What's really cool about this is they're talking about propaganda, and we're literally reading UNATCO propaganda. You know, it works both ways. Terrorism, threat profiling, symbolic attacks, the Statue of Liberty bombing, the desecration of the Soviet War Memorial in Berlin, the department store shooting sprees on Orchard Road in Singapore are the recourse of the weak. They serve only to call attention to a group or cause that is no more than marginal interest to the public. But what distinguishes true terrorist activity is its gradual escalation towards genuine acts of war. Fringe groups now have access to technology that allows direct assaults on governments, including the classic trio of nuclear, biological, or chemical weaponry, the NBC. Nuclear, biological, or chemical. But aside from direct assaults on a nation and its people, indirect attacks can cause considerable collateral damage. Rogue software can disrupt financial markets, communications, and military operations, while encryption programs allow terrorists to coordinate smuggling operations in secret right over the net. Drugs, guns, illegal immigrants, and even heavy equipment such as armored vehicles and cruise missiles are routinely traded across borders, aided and abetted by such software. UNATCO, the first organization with the technology, manpower, and authority to cope with such threats, is an idea that is long overdue. Know your enemy, the NSF. The National Secessionist Forces remain a very real and increasingly widespread terrorist threat. 10 years ago, in response to the Sporting Weapons Act of 2042... Okay, this is very cool. We're getting dated. We're getting timeline. So I can have a concrete understanding of where this video game is set. So we're in 2052, I believe, if that is to be read correctly. 10 years ago, in response to the Sporting Weapons Act of 2042, splinter groups from nearly every state militia refused to surrender their rifles, grenades, landmines, and other collectibles prohibited by the Act. Unified under the charismatic leadership of Leon Woods, these isolated fanatics eventually formed the NSF, with Woods assuming the rank of general. Their intended goal, the liberation of Washington, Montana, Oregon, and Northern California. While Woods died during his infamous last stand in 2045, his war machine continues what can only be termed an occupation of the United States, aided by an encrypted network designed by dissident computer scientists from San Francisco and Seattle. Currently, the UNATCO Cryptography Division has had minimal success in cracking their communications, requiring more direct intelligence gathering techniques to be utilized. The UN has declared war on the NSF. The Cryptography Division. Something I really appreciate about the reading out loud segments of these games as well, when there's a lot of stuff to read, is it's a really good practice for me actually reading out loud, because I did a lot of my reading internally when I would play video games in the past, and not really big on reading out loud in general. So in early videos on the channel, I would really struggle and trip up my words quite a bit, while also being a little more anxious and not as outward, as I hadn't really settled in yet. So I kind of messed up a lot, and people would then make fun of my reading ability, and I'm like, it's kind of hard to read out loud, especially when you're reading some stuff for the first time, especially in sci-fi or fantasy games where they have their own new words and terminologies for things sometimes. So I think something I really appreciate is the moments where I can improve constantly of my outward speaking, reading aloud, because it's always a weird line to toe between being embarrassed by making mistakes and also just understanding that we're all human and we make mistakes with pronunciation all the time. But it's very enjoyable to see that I've made a lot of progress reading aloud, because it is pretty tough. It's like being handed a script and having to nail it on the first go. It's just not going to happen, you know? Alright, the next enemy, which is Silhouette. Famous for inserting 20th century style commercials into the net broadcast of the World Cup in 2050, Silhouette favors feats of spectacle over violence. Printed circuits, part of this nutritious breakfast, the announcer told children in one of the World Cup commercials. You ain't mech till you eat mech. A mech boy chews a memory chip. Boys who eat organics get stomped by their post-human classmates. Mech boys in UNATCO helmets and metal boots take turns kicking another boy. Despite their numerous pranks, these intellectuals, artists, and labor organizers pose a serious threat. They are well armed and have been linked to the murders of numerous European politicians and journalists. They will not hesitate to use lethal force. I can just imagine them like in the studio creating these ads, and they're smoking, they got their berets on, they're like, yes, this is very good, run it, send it out. That'll teach them. The Triads. UNATCO surveillance of Hong Kong is currently a high priority given the renewed threat of Chinese organized crime in the form of the Triads. Despite being a model of prosperity and technological leadership for decades, Hong Kong persists as a haven for organized crime. The Triads, namely the Luminous Path and Red Arrow, vie for control of the 10 trillion credit shipping business, much of which supplies Greater Asia with pirated technology, illegal drugs, and weapons. Most disturbing of all, the Triads preach an ethic of technopiracy that has found enthusiastic support among small shopkeepers and businessmen who often aid the gangsters and buy their bootlegged software. Gullible and greedy, this army of middlemen remain insensitive to how their violations of intellectual property and copyright laws damage the global information economy. Very cool. So, technopiracy. Oh, no, sorry. Technopiracy. I was reading it as conspiracy, but technopiracy? You see what I mean? For some reason, I was thinking that they meant like it was a conspiracy, but on a technological scale. That's why I was reading it that way. But I suppose that would be technospiracy. I feel like there needs to be a hyphen in there. Technopiracy. Reading is fun. Other threats. UNATCO operatives have identified over 1,250 terrorist organizations active in the world today, some too small to currently present a serious threat, but all eager to see one or more governments topple. Groups such as the Templars in Europe and X-51 in the western US will be dealt with in subsequent volumes of Know Your Enemy. So the Templars in Europe, X-51 in western US, aliens. Okay, public access terminal, very cool. Public banking terminal. I wonder what my account and PIN number is. Let's hack in and see what we got here. Let's initialize the icebreaker. Let me in. Account terminal hacked. I can get 150 credits. Give it to me. Haha! Public global banking system. Alright, I got some more money. I'm stealing.
Forget how Agent Navarra is not friendly. She has every life to give for her partner.
Midnight Sun. Here we go. Next thing to read. Mead from Mars. Cape Canaveral. NASA scientists confirmed that the eroded remains of the Alba Patera crater on Mars precisely match the face of President Mead. Oh, we're doing the face of Mars, but as it's the president. It's him, declared senior planetary specialist Kevlar Umla. There's his nose, that ridge, see the crater rim marking his hairline, the way he combs his hair, appearing in this region of parallel valleys. The White House had no comment, however. Martin Wisdom, president of EA, Enemies of Aliens, told Midnight Sun, "This is the evidence we have been looking for, a warning that Mr. Mead is not human. He is probably a Martian general, a war hero, come here to conquer the Earth with the assistance of the United Nations." Ryan Allen, Starfighter. Wow. Slander. Okay, before we do anything else, I suppose that we should probably report to Manderley's office on level 2.
Hey, I'm trying to work.
Oh, hang on. Mr. Manderley, just FYI, your new password is Night Killer. I know you led that mission in Paris against that old terrorist organization or whatever it was. Your login is still J. Manderley. Janice. Ooh. So, the Templar Knights? Interesting. Okay, so we've actually got a login for Manderley. J. Manderley, Night Killer. Alright. We can go back to our terminal then. Let's have a look. So, J. Manderley, and then Night Killer. Yo, okay. G. Herman Skullgun and WS, our little experiment. Should be arriving soon. Clear it for domination/5F ops as soon as possible, but proceed with caution. We have serious concerns about the primary unit and would like to avoid any potential contamination. So a little experiment at the Domination 5F clearance is arriving. And Herman, skull gun. Might I suggest again, a skull gun for my head? Yesterday in Battery Park, some scum we all know pushes smack for NSF gets jumpy and draws. I take 2.1022s, one in flesh, one in orgs, before I can get out that damn assault gun. God, German's spelling. If I could kill just by thought, it would be better. Is it my job to be a human target practice backstop? Interesting. Alright, so we get to see a little bit of the communication between the team. Alright, let's check in. UNATCO, Head of Operations, critical location bonus.
Reporting for duty, sir.
The man himself. Splendid. Do you accept my apologies about the situation topside?
A refreshing change from the academy, sir.
Don't despise training, my boy. Even you would be worthless without the shaping touch of drills and studies.
So the NSF took a shipment of the Ambrosia vaccine? Give me a chopper and a pilot and I'll handle it.
I'm sure you could. Yes, indeed. But we're having your brother head up the recovery team. You'll work with Agent Ana Navarra. Why don't we meet when you've seen Jaime for a medical checkup and received your equipment from Sam Carter? You'll be briefed at that time.
Yes, sir.
Ah, yes, Jaime. Not Jamie or James. It's like Jesus. Jaime.
Grow up, JC.
Grow up, JC. What? I'm not allowed to read? Doesn't growing up involve reading?
The Med Center and Armory are on level 3.
Alright, Joseph, let me read, please. Project Dibuk Overview. Domination 5F clearance only. Oh, is this the little experiment? Project Dibuk?
I've got work to do.
The noted failure of previous attempts to create a low-profile rotary aircraft involved the acquisition and retrofitting of available military hardware that had neither the range, ceiling, nor electromagnetic transparency to avoid numerous eyewitness accounts or unauthorized military interactions. In addition to exacerbating public misconceptions about governmental operations, such encounters also jeopardized several key missions.
Come back when you've seen Carter and...
Project Dibuk was initiated to address this issue through the creation of a stealth aircraft that could be used as a platform for a number of mission objectives. It's possible that this could be this what they were talking about, or it's just something else that's on that same level of clearance. Is this like a hollow projector? UNATCO Handbook. UNATCO and the police. In carrying out their duties, UNATCO agents often work with other law enforcement agencies. We remain a small, elite organization. Until our ranks expand, we must rely on the cooperation of local police, governments, intelligence agencies, and corporate security divisions. Always be courteous when requesting information or filing an extradition request. As our jurisdiction widens, we will inevitably experience conflicts with some local officials. Do not resort to unnecessary intimidation in these situations, and report any problems to the appropriate UNATCO liaison. Above all, an international law enforcement body requires the respect and support of all participating nations.
I've got work to do.
No new messages. I don't need to access his terminal because we've already got his login details. UNATCO and the future. As science progresses at an ever-increasing rate, more and more advanced technology is finding its way into the hands of the common criminal, resulting in a deadly threat to life and property throughout the world. While it is impractical to restrict the free flow of information already present in the public sector, UNATCO is committed to ensuring that this threat does not go unaddressed. Even now, UNATCO Research and Development employs some of the most talented scientific minds in the world to develop proprietary technologies in absolute security for field use by our agents, including such innovations as the redacted, or the life-saving redacted. Under no circumstances should any agents discuss any piece of equipment or technique currently employed by UNATCO. Agents operating contrary to this directive will face immediate disciplinary action. Within our laboratories lies not just the future of law enforcement, but a safe, secure future for all mankind. Document filtered per UNATCO Terror Monitoring Act 919-05, Section 4.
The Med Center.
And the newspaper.
Our own level 3.
Boot camp for Betty. APR, Portland. Madison High School junior Betty Souza will spend the semester at the Canyon City Boot Camp, says school's officials. The crime? We have verified that she told another student that she knows how to make a bomb, said Principal Martin Gordley. What makes this case notable is the parents have filed a lawsuit against the school district. Our daughter wears black, said Father Brandon Souza in a prepared statement. She has an occipital jack, and we let her use it to play games. We allowed her to get a tattoo when she turned 16, but none of this makes her a criminal. Parents claim that Betty was discussing a novel by Tom Robbins taught at Madison High when the mention of explosives occurred. Betty Souza will not be alone in Canyon City. Last year, 15,234 young people served sentences in the state's FBI-run Good Behavior Camps, a legacy of the Northwest War. Yikes. So even potentially being innocent there, still going to that Good Behavior Camp.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I really heard you the first time, Joseph. No worries, dude. Alright, I've read in his office. So we're heading to Sam Carter and Jaime Reyes. Equipment and a medical exam. Is that lower levels? Down here? Hello? Hello? Dude, they got robo-vacuums in the future. Look, they predicted technology. We got a cleaner bot. Let it go. Here, let me get this out of the way for you. You want to get under here? You want to get this spot? Oh, no. You can crush it. It makes a noise. Let's try and corner it. Quick. Put it in a corner. There you go. Oh. Get it trapped in a corner instead. Pack of cigs hidden in the toilet there.
That was a close one up there.
I feel like should we or shouldn't we? I'll disguise myself as a houseplant. They'll never know.
I don't like getting shot at.
Yeah, we'll leave that alone. Gunther Herman, Anna Navarra, and Sam Carter. We won't go into the ladies' room. Utility pushcart.
I have to prepare for the mission.
Well, we could hack into your terminal, but it's also not going to allow me to read it with enough time. If we can get Jay Manderley's login, I wonder if we can find everyone else's. Mass grave in Brooklyn. This is brutal. APR, New York. Responding to an outbreak of Grey Death that quickly overwhelmed all city services, National Guard forces were placed under the command of local law enforcement today and mobilized to help with disposal of the recently deceased in Brooklyn. However, the National Guard soon proved inadequate in containing the chaos, and in many cases the dead were simply left lying in the streets while the dying, mostly homeless, wandered the city until collapsing. Traffic jams and looting remain widespread, and as fear of the disease continues to escalate, frequent riots have made any attempt at an organized cleanup impossible. With the threat of secondary diseases looming, city officials have consulted with the CDC in Atlanta and ordered a mass grave to be dug in Gateway National Park. Damn. Imagine if we were reading mass graves being dug in the middle of a park for, like, COVID. It's wild to see this stuff being written, because pandemic and plague storylines are not, uncommon. They happen quite frequently. But it's really interesting when you read one with such level of, accuracy when it's mentioning, we got the CDC.
Get your checkup on level 3, and let's get going.
And it's just, it feels so real. Too soon. Where are we? We got an NSF in here.
Way to go, sir.
Way to go, sir. Alright. Alright, we got some holding cells.
Gunther should have followed orders.
They can't get in there, though. Only 2 holding cells. Let's talk with Sam Carter.
At ease, Agent Denton.
General Carter, I read about the Merced operation in school. This is a great honor.
I'm not a general anymore. Just call me Carter.
I can't believe what the NSF did to your family.
Enough of that, soldier. We each have our troubles. I lost my children, but you've had to grow up without your parents, which requires more courage. I don't think it matters.
My parents died in a car accident. That's different.
I said that's enough. You have your own op and time is short. How about I issue you a stealth pistol?
That sounds fine. Thank you, sir.
What else do you think you'll need?
A stealth pistol. Very cool. Smart lockpick, tech tool. Just give me ammo. Do I only get one choice? Tech tool.
Can you spare a nav tech tool?
A man who uses his head. I like that. Now move out. Manderley's waiting.
Hey, what about that guy out front selling munitions? Is that allowed?
Oh, Kaplan, right. We've got some screwballs around here, but he's not the problem. It's whoever's been breaking into the armory.
Someone at UNATCO's a thief?
Yes, sir. And a damn good one.
Me, who's broken into the back room and stolen a bunch of stuff. Are they talking about me?
No time for chit-chat.
No time for chit-chat. Okay. So a little bit of backstory. We lost our parents. And we're a tattletale. We're like, what about that dude selling stuff? Okay, stealth pistol is a variant of the standard 10mm with a larger clip and integrated silencer designed for wet work at very close ranges. Okay. I feel like we could put these weapon modifications on it. We got a laser targeting dot. Let's do that. And then should we gives it a higher clip capacity. I don't know by how much, but considering we can only upgrade the guns, we may as well put it on there. Plus 10%. I guess it's got a 1 extra round in it. And I guess, was that the laser sight? A plus 5% accuracy? Laser sight, yes. Silencer NA, but it already has one built in. EMP grenade creates a localized pulse that will temporarily disable all electronics within its area of effect, including cameras and security grids. While nanotech augmentations are largely unaffected by EMP, experiments have shown that it will cause the spontaneous dissipation of stored bioelectric energy. Ah, so your augmentations are unaffected, but you will lose your battery charge. Interesting. Good to know.
The pistol is more than adequate. Hell, I dispatched a whole platoon one time with a pocket knife.
You can't access his stuff from out here. Infinite. Okay, gotcha. Where else we got? Should look.
Thank God my shift is almost over.
We got medical and Alex Jacobson, our computer ops guy.
You're getting warm.
Okay. Everyone with their candy bars. Project Dibook. Okay, we read this already. In the other room.
You're red hot. Looks like you found me.
But I don't see anyone in here. Are we gonna get a reveal that, like, this Alex Jacobson dude is just like an AI, or is like a computer, and that's why he's like... I know everyone can speak in our head, but I wonder if he's some sort of, like... He's in the computers, he's in our walls! Because he's not at his desk. This is his computer terminal. Is this his computer terminal? Let's hack in. Hack into the Alex Jacobson's terminal. Maybe this is what he means. We found him. He's in the computer. Successful hack. Oh, see, we can see everyone's here. A. Jacobson. Ooh, locker code? 2001. Oh, dude, it's everyone's fucking code. Oh my god. I'm gonna set off an alarm. Did I get to keep any of that information? Damn it. Okay, hang on. Everyone's computer login is there, and also there was a door code here. 2001. Some flares. My inventory is going to get quite full, so I'm going to be careful. Ah, lockpick, nice. There you go. I was right to ask for the multi-tool there. Change German password to Zeitgeist next week. I guess it'll be Schadenfreude, strange guy. Oh, okay, so we've got German's password now. But, like, this one, in this terminal, it had everyone's login. So German was Zeitgeist. Oh, hang on. I think I spelled that wrong. Shit. I forgot how to read. Zeitgeist. Oh, it's EIEI. I don't know why. So that I was spelling it wrong. I was doing ZIE. So this is our new recruit. Apocalypse will be joining us today after his stint at the Academy, and I'm assigning the both of you the task of keeping a watchful eye on him while monitoring his progress. His assigned cover name for the duration of service will be JC Denton. We thought it would be best to keep the cover names within the family since Paul has already received the Denton code name. I have great faith in you both and trust you will do your utmost to ensure that he becomes a successful and productive member of this organization. Until further notice, I'd like to receive weekly reports with your observations. What's cool is now that we have their login details, we can spy and see what's happening. Oh, here we go. We got a response for the skull gun. I have personally forwarded your request to appropriations. Upgrading our combat readiness is an ongoing priority. Speaking of which, you certainly made the best of a difficult situation yesterday. We applaud your courage. Thank you for living to work another day, Gunther. We need more agents like you. Okay. Nano-augmentation in you was sent to us already. Well, I wonder if... Oh, I just realized. Because, hang on, if I hack into this, what I might be able to do... This is going to be amazing if this works. So initialize the icebreaker, A. Jacobson, and then we go change account, and we go here. Oh, I can't copy it. Damn it! I was going to go copy C, Control V. Okay. How cool would it be you go in there and you control it, and then you go into your own thing, and then you can add a note, and write it down. What I'm going to do is, we live in the future when we have phones with cameras on them. So let's just pretend that JC Denton's optics can take photos with his eyes. I'm going to hack into this, and I'm going to take a photo of the codes, but then we're going to do it in an immersive way. Watch this. So, initializing icebreaker, we're in A. Jacobson, change account, and we take a photo of this, and network security, we take a photo of this, and then we log out. You should probably delete this as soon as you're done reading. And then what we do, we go into our notes, and we add a note, and we can write here, team logins. Alright, and then we copy this in. So, thank you for keeping me informed of the recent hacker activity. So, we managed to stop... actually it was some French chick the CIA has been watching, perhaps a silhouette spy, trying to break into the net, but I took the liberty of changing some passwords. So we now have everyone's passwords. So, Anna Vare, and it is Scry SPC. So I now have everybody's logins, and then I guess I'm just going to put mine in here as well, just to keep it in the same group. Yeah. So Anna Vare, we're in. Here we go. Dinosaurs. See? What do I tell you? Manderley will be happy to have the garbage truck take me back to Deutschland. Now, especially with the new nano-org already arriving. We are the old computers the Americans call dinosaurs. See if I ever get a skull gun at all. Okay, and then German has responded. So he said the skull gun, and then there's the response. That's so funny. So we can get into honors. J. Reed. Red shoes. We're just doing a little bit of snooping. Oh, hang on. I might have read this one wrong. Talk about immersion. Because even the spelling errors are real. J. Reed red shoes. That's what's written here. Oh. I promise you that I'm reading that correctly. It doesn't work. Maybe I just can't access it from this computer. That's really strange. Okay. And then we've got J. Reyes Amigo. That works. That's really interesting. J. Reed does not work. Dr. Reyes, welcome. UNATCO is having a need of good surgeon, which let me add I have a big pain in my knee. Sticking actuator? I can't fix it no matter how much lubricant. Please inform when an appointment can be made available. Bad name. Nano augmentation briefing. Didn't he forwarded this on to us, didn't he? Okay, and then we can check out S. Carter, which is antique. Ooh, okay, hang on. S. Carter antique. That also doesn't work. How interesting. A. Jacobson, Calvo. Yeah, wow. So, two of these that we've actually written down, J. Reed and S. Carter, which is just from my screenshot, don't actually work. There you go. From Warlord to A. Jacobson, whoop ass. Hey man, get your occipital jack fixed yet? You've got to check out the Strike 4 demo. Whole motor control, total visual occlusion. Man, fireballs burn your face, walls hurt when you hit them, tactile textures everywhere, volumetric humidity. What are you waiting for? Don't give me that national security crap. Jack in so I can whoop your ass. Cracks. Okay, maybe A. Jacobson is a real person after all, and he plays video games. So now that I've got his information, see, I can see J. Reed, red shoes, doesn't work. S. Carter, antique, doesn't work. So they were trying to hack in. Maybe that means that J. Reed and S. Carter have changed their passwords already from the reset. Grey Death. Look to the sky. New York. No student of recent history can fail to miss the irony that the greatest enemy mankind has faced in the 21st century was not any despot or dictator, but the lowly microbe. Millions upon millions have been killed by the pandemics of AIDS, resistant tuberculosis, and the century flu, and now we have to face our greatest threat yet, the Grey Death, a plague of a devastating efficiency that has surfaced in the last year. But was this plague an accident of nature or a design of science? Dr. Kenji Ishii of the New World Biomedical Health Center in New York thinks not. My analysis of this plague indicates that it is decidedly unnatural in origin, and in point of fact, may be extraterrestrial. He went on to speculate about those afflicted. Obviously, a disproportionate number of the indignant seem to be infected, a situation that makes perfect sense if you consider it a prelude to an invasion. No more effective way to disrupt the social, political, and military fabric of Earth has yet been devised. If this is so, then what are our leaders not telling us, and how can we be prepared? Only they know answers. Joe Green, Senior Staff Writer. Wow, okay. So they're going for the approach of, was this concocted in a lab? And again, what I was saying, on this pandemic level, it's very rough, right? Because you're like, oh, this is too real. Everyone doing the conspiracies of, like, COVID came out of a lab or it was like a premeditated thing, and just so many ways people are like analyzing it. Speculative fiction. Yes, Speaker Calvo. That's his password. So yeah, reading about that stuff, I'm like, ooh, on the nose. Oh, there he is. He is a person after all. He is indeed a human being. Or is he?
Like leading a mouse to cheese.
Yep.
This thing is starting to give me a headache.
Don't worry, we shut it down when you go off duty.
I guess I'll get used to it.
I'm Alex Jacobson, communications engineer.
I suppose you already know who I am.
Getting there. You're certainly quicker on the uptake than your brother Paul ever was.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Don't worry, I'll be watching your back.
And watching my brain too, I guess.
You feel okay, JC? You're acting strange.
People hate when we just read stuff near them. It's so funny. It makes me wonder if, like, reading the books or data pads and when they comment on it will have any effect on things. Like, that guy, he's weird, he reads. Ammunition is disappearing again, so we're changing the door code, right? Saw that already. Yes, ammunition keeps disappearing.
It'll be interesting to see
wonder
how
who's
the
taking
transmission
that.
sounds in Manhattan.
That guy, he reads too much. Get him! Alright, so we've met Jacobson. Medical. I could do with getting a tune-up. Medical bot. And we've got an available augmentation, don't we? So we can get microfiber muscle or combat strength. Okay. Muscle strength is amplified with ionic polymeric gel myofibrils that allow the agent to push and lift extraordinarily heavy objects, so increasing our strength, and sorting rotors accelerate calcium ion concentration in the sarcoplasmic reticulum, increasing an agent's muscle speed several-fold and multiplying the damage they inflict in melee combat. Yes, we will get that one. So that's a Tech 1, so a slight increase there. Very cool. Can I be healed, please? I am in danger. Thank you. Wonderful. I am healed. Human eye augmentation. Janine's bots, specs, and overview. The Matsu Gravas G4 Nightingale medical bot is the newest addition to the MG line, their first foray into the medical bot category largely monopolized by Page Industries and Cheng subsidiary HealTech. So that's Bob Page, right? Like the competing Page or HealTech units, the MG GV4 benefits from a completely proprietary operating system, developed at MG's research campus in Prague, that promises to revolutionize automated healing by combining a comprehensive medical and pharmaceutical database with MG's already proven autonomous heuristic routines. While actual field data is sketchy at this point in time, anecdotal evidence suggests that the GV4 can heal wounds far beyond the capabilities of any other competing model, though it does require a substantial recharging period. UNATCO Med Directorate Nano Augmentation Guidelines. Nano augmentations, once installed, irrevocably alter the physiological system that affect, and in many cases cause, all subsequent augmentations to be rejected. However, the exact number of augmentations each system can support varies. The various interdependencies between these systems can be seen in the following table that details possible nano augmentation combinations. Okay, so we can see what we're going to get when we get a canister. So we can see that we've got combat strength and microfiber muscle. We'll also be able to choose between speed enhancement or run silent. We'll probably go for silent running. EMP shield or ballistic protection, cloak or radar transparency, aqua lung or environmental resistance, regeneration or energy resistance, synthetic heart or power recirculator, aggressive defense system or spy drone, and targeting or vision enhancement. Specific nano augmentation should be selected based on the mission profile of the particular agent. Okay, very cool indeed. Level 4.
Hey, JC.
You look like the real thing. They actually let you operate on people?
Just fixed Gunther's knee, in fact. A sticky actuator. So far, I feel more like a mechanic than a doctor.
I'm impressed.
They actually let you point a gun at people.
We'll have to catch up later. I've got to leave for New York right away. Could you send Manderley whatever it is he wants?
No problem. Listen, JC, about your augmentations. You know they're preparing to roll out the technology worldwide, right?
As long as I don't turn green and grow a pair of antennas, as I understand it.
Yeah, well, the design's pretty modular, which means you'll soon have access to upgrades from standard augmentation canisters.
Great. Have anything for me?
Not yet. But remember, if you find one of these canisters, then you need a medbot for installation.
I'll do that.
The canisters contain a colloid of ROM modules. Some are generic upgrades, others require you to make permanent choices about how to configure one of your subsystems.
It's about time they implemented some of this stuff.
Report to Manderley. He told me to send you back to him on the double.
Oh yeah, okay, and we already did that in regards to upgrades. Look.
Careful.
Yeah, careful. Don't want to read. They'll get you. They don't like the readers around here. UNATCO Handbook, Appendix A, Origins of UNATCO. In recent years, the swelling tide of international terrorism coupled with enmity between states, wildly varying laws, and an anachronistic devotion to arbitrary borders has resulted in the decreasing effectiveness of local law enforcement. To resolve the problem, a neutral agency was required to enforce international law in an impartial manner around the world. UNATCO was formed with just such a mission in mind, an organization that could transcend national boundaries and provide security for all nations that subscribe to its charter. Founded with the principles of United Nations as its cornerstone, UNATCO is fair, just, and protects the individual liberties of all the citizens of the world. The criminal thrives on anonymity, but soon there will be no place for them to hide. Victory over terrorism is the prize for our vigilance. Lab flask. I guess I don't need to go into your terminal because I've already got in.
Careful.
So if we log into a Jacobson and do Calvo. Oh, hang on. Wait, I didn't get that wrong, did I? A Jacobson Calvo. Ha. Maybe the terminal that you use determines whether or not you can access their account. So hold on a second. 5 lockpicks, dude. I don't have that. Ooh, throwing knife. Favorite weapon of assassins in the Far East for centuries, throwing knives can be deadly when wielded by a master, but are more generally used when it becomes desirable to send a message. The message is usually, your death is coming on swift feet. Cool. Low-tech weapons. Nice. Cool. Microscope. Okay. Book. Nihil aluid sit necessitatis quam vincia, Cyrus. We have some Latin. Yield 0 points. Okay. Yeah. If we go to J. Manderley's terminal, because he's the big boy, and we use those other logins, we might be able to get in, right? So if, for example, I now go, just to test this, A. Jacobson, and we go Calvo, I can get in, but I couldn't get in on J. Reyes's terminal. So we'll try that. Oh, hang on, there was a level 4, wasn't there?
I didn't know we'd be fighting a war.
I don't know what level 4 is, but it looks serious. They've got the yellow and black lines. It's a restricted area. Okay. Oh, of course, it's so restricted that it's mirrored. We reckon that this is one of those one-ways mirrors, so they can see me, but I can't see them. They're like, there's that idiot. He's trying to get in the restricted area. Okay. We'll head up to speak to Jay Manderley, and we'll see if we can get into Sam Carter's and Jay Reed's terminals.
Not one bit.
Just doing a bit of poking around. I'm studying. I want to know who I'm working with, guys. That's fair, right? Damn. All of these doors are infinite, but like, we don't have enough lockpicks to, like, we'd have to pick and choose, right? Because we have 3 lockpicks. We need to train our lockpicking skill. I wonder if we get to come back here. over time, you know, because the fact that they're all 3 is wild. I need there to be like a unlock all doors terminal. Oh, my brother is in here.
That will be JC's job.
What's that? Power station. The NSF have Ambrosia in a warehouse protected by cameras and booby traps. We want to power down the whole system.
We're taking one illicit generating plant, protected by weak groups of NSF. Knock out that plant, and Paul's team can walk right into the warehouse.
Just tell me where it is. The NSF are openly resisting our deployed forces, gradually falling back. You'll have to deal with them first.
And you be ready, Paul. When the power drops, go in and go in hard.
I'll use my discretion.
Go in like the U.S. Marshals. We lose the vaccine, I'm sending your butt to the mayor to explain why he and his 3 daughters won't get their pills this month.
Yes, sir. Let's not waste any time, JC. Get down to the dock. A boat is waiting to take you and your partner, Anna Navarro, to shore.
Yes, get moving. Here's your op bonus for the great job you did in the statue, plus 250 for rescuing Agent Herman. That's 1,250. We take care of our people around here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
We'll meet up in the city.
Okay, bro. Awesome. Now, next mission.
We've come to admire your partner. She's one of our best.
I believe it. Now, if you don't mind...
Grow up, JC.
Grow up, JC. So, S. Carter and Antique. We can't even access it from J. Manderley's terminal. Wild. And J. Reed, Red Shoes.
Leave from where you
Paul's.
arrived, Denton. The boat dock. Move it.
I wonder why we can't access Paul's computer. He doesn't have a login here. Okay. Bizarre then. And I suppose I wouldn't be able to access them from my own terminal either. I can access J. Reed's from my terminal, but not from Manderley's terminal, which you think would have complete admin access. How weird is that? There we go, look. I'm in J. Reed's. Okay, from Anon. Nobody cares! Was nationalized something. Free enterprise mailing list. Nobody cares. Nationalizing industry. Michelle wrote, I just read that government regulators have nationalized the 3rd airline this year, and the story was buried on the 6th page of the Times. No one seems to care that Uncle Sam is gradually taking control of every means of public transportation. The FAA claims that the airline's management botched the safety records. Lies. Lies! Have any of these records been made public? Do they even exist? Rule by executive order is now the norm. Goodbye, due process. What you have to remember is that we, the people, are members of a republic, and you must learn to trust those that you choose to represent you. The government is not a heartless machine running our lives. It is comprised of people, just like you, who deserve our trust and respect. Interesting. So that's J. Reed's email, just that one. And now, can we get into Sam Carter, Antique? That's strange, right? So we can get into J. Reed on our terminal, but not others. What if I hack in? I don't think I would have everyone's list. If I hack into J. Manderley's, I might. See, because now look, all the ones that I guess I've logged into, I can see them here. Very curious, right?
Move out, soldier.
Don't mind me, J. Manderley. I'm just hacking into your terminal. I want to see if you have access to S. Carter. No, just guessed.
Move out, soldier.
I think what we'll have to do in that case is maybe we might end up coming back here later and get access to Sam Carter's terminal. Who knows? But very interesting regardless. So we're heading to the docks.
We finally got to cap some rebels, eh, Denton?
And we can move on to our next mission, and that'll be where we bring this episode to a close. So this has been finishing up the Liberty Island, our introduction to the game, and also now getting to know the characters and getting a little familiar with who we're working for, who we're working with, and that's very, very nice.
Good luck out there. Man, 2 Dentons in the field. The NSF won't know what hit them.
Hey, what the hell?
Hey, what the hell? Meanwhile, Private Lloyd's was one that we weren't able to see in the list of logins, was it? Unfortunately. So if we look at his up here, we can log into K. Lloyd. He has that. Mr. Benderly says we're expecting a new agent. His assigned ID is JC Denton. Please enter him in the log when he arrives and alert me immediately. Thank you, Janice Reed.
It's my first day too. I'm pretty excited.
There you go. And he had the same mailing list email. There you go. Cool stuff. But yeah, very impressed with this game. It feels awesome. I love the level of detail we're allowed to go in regards to talking to characters and reading information, a lot of books and newspapers and data pads, and all very great stuff. Completely optional and missable too. I love it. It's very cool. So we're getting off Liberty Island now and moving into our next mission with Ana Navarra. So we're going to head to this boat, and this will be where we bring this episode of Deus Ex to a close. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed episode 2. And I haven't... Oh. And also there's a box. Oh, look at this. I've got a multi-tool. I hope they're waterproof. I didn't realize that this was here. And a battery. There you go, bioelectric cell. There you go, I'm swimming. Cool. I think oh god. Come on. Oh god. Let me get out. Alright. Oh, this is terrible. Let me get out. Thank you. I want to get out now. Alright. I think I missed that the first time. I got some items. Ah! I'm under attack by seagulls. Yes, I'm ending the episode now. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this one. We will be using the UNATCO police boat and heading to our next destination for episode 3. Thank you so much, and I'll see you then.